I feel like some people will think they're like, oh, you guys are just making fun of it because it's the critical drinker.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what
absolutely.
that's exactly what the fuck we're doing.
Greetings, my friends. Thank you for watching this video.
Bigot.
Welcome to every video we make. We use one little thing and then we build the narrative out of it.
Hey, do you guys see that Critical Drinker has a movie coming out?
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna cover it on Thursday.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
What?
Dude, let me just show you about what we got here. So, it visually, like the literal visual aesthetic of the film looks good, and then that's it. Everything else, it's just it's like a bag of tropes and cliches. And then, like, we see Ryan Drake for the first time, dude. We know what Ryan Drake looks like now.
Oh, it's a Ryan Drake movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's Ryan Drake is in the title of the motherfucker. It is, yeah, our boy's here.
Rogue Elements, a Ryan Drake story.
We might need to do, like, a private kind of viewing thing for the movie, right?
That'd be cool.
Absolutely. We need to Mystery Science Theater some of these guys' stuff.
For sure. All right. By the way, Bob, what video was Epic Shitty Mike commenting on?
It was the one where we did the where we did the reaction to the trailer.
The trailer
that they put up. Yes.
Oh God. Like the fucking nerve of that guy to show up and act like, oh, don't be mean to us.
Yeah. It's like that's all you guys do. That's all.
All right.
Bravo, I found a target. I count 5 guys inside that room.
Hold on, Alpha.
There he is.
That's Ryan Drake.
Kind of disappointing, really. Like he's not even the coolest looking guy in the trailer.
There.
I would actually say I think the lighting here is kind of gross.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
dark and the color. Looks
yeah,
looks.
It does have that yellowish kind of thing across the whole thing that's just like makes everybody look sweaty and dirty and gross. But I mean, I guess that's kind of how some movies in this genre are filmed, really. So that's the reason I was willing to give it that much of a compliment, is to say it does look like visually kind of how these movies tend to look, right?
Like it looks like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like a cheap
well,
like knockoff product.
Not until you start hearing the dialogue.
No, that doesn't sound cheap, but like it has the far the look of like not a necessarily good movie, but a movie.
Yeah. I mean, if we didn't know this was a drinker movie, I would not have rejected it at this point yet, right? Like, I wouldn't have been like, "Oh, what is this shit?" I would have been like, "Okay, what is this?"
I mean,
guys, Critical Drinker is a very successful novelist.
I mean, I might have, but I also don't
know.
like. These aren't my favorite types of movies, and it's just like the way that first line went. I was just like, but yeah, let's see.
And I think he's Scottish too, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Let me check the schematics and see if there's another entry point.
Wait, you said Scottish, did you? Could this be a self-insert?
It could be. I mean, I think it is. I honestly, like whenever me and Perp talked about his books a while back, a long time ago, we were like, I guarantee he fucking imagines himself in this role.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope, not at all.
It's just like, that's what they call out. They get fucking pissed if they think that someone has self-inserted themselves into a story. Self-inserting yourself into a story.
They wrote this using their life experiences?
What?
No, you're supposed to disconnect your brain from your writing entirely.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like self-inserting like yourself in your own life experience. It can be sometimes a difficult thing for a writer to do, especially because you need to be it requires a lot of honesty to make a really good story with that.
Mm-hmm.
But like in of itself, most writers do it in some capacity, and it's pretty interesting, I mean,
no matter
what, a lot of people get a lot of emotion into their stories.
Even if you're writing a character that is nothing like you're still writing a character from you and your experiences and like your understanding of people in the world and stuff. So like you literally can't get away from it.
If you're writing something, there's a part of you in everything that you've written,
like
whether like big or small. But yeah.
All right, well, let's see how self-insert Jack Ryan Drake does.
No time for that. Going loud.
In general, I just don't like trailers like these Like he sounds so breathy,
Mm.
and it annoys. I am also, as I might have mentioned before, a hater of trailers in general. I'm not fascinated by trailers much. They need to be very
Well,
good.
I don't usually seek them out because, frankly, I see so many of them that I just get kind of bored with them.
Yeah, it's rarely that I see a trailer that gets me hyped. Most of the time, if I see a trailer, it just does the opposite for me. But but I also know that that's just because it's a short, like little teaser. I don't know. I'm weird about it. Anyways,
I want to show something. Check this out real quick. Let's see.
Especially comedy movies. I hate trailers for those.
Oh God,
They are never funny, and it's such a shame.
This is definitely not the same music, probably, unless I got super lucky. But like, this is just I've done a bit of. You guys have seen the trailers I've put together, and there's a whole genre of free, no copyright trailer music on YouTube that you can just download those and like it's just that. This is definitely not something that was really. Maybe they paid for it, but they didn't pay much. It's like.
Is that you?
Yeah, and then now we go back to the movie and just with those little moments in mind.
Sorry, I did not know those studios.
Yeah,
that confused me. All right, sorry.
Hey, man.
I'm taking the shit out of this.
Be fair, at some point you've seen movies that were good movies that the studio labeled the branding at the beginning, you didn't recognize it for.
That's true. That is
that's true. Like I didn't know why Studios when I saw that movie, and thank God he put it up there twice in a row.
I mean, who had heard of Lucasfilm whenever Star Wars came out?
Well, that's actually a good example.
That's true.
I know. I'm being sincere. I'm sincerely defending Critical Drinker here.
Critical Dwinker.
Good.
I can't wait for gradual upgrade. It's just it was. I think it was just because it just looked car flag.
Oh God,
car flag.
That's okay. Look, let me. Oh
they were just very jarring to me. But listen, I need to stop being stuck up.
This reminds me of back in middle school. My friend Chris and I used to make little movies and shit with his video camera, and like we would use these action figures that he had and like all kinds of them and just make our little stupid stories and comedy skits. And we were trying to edit together one for like to a little skit one time, and we were like, oh, we need like a production company at the beginning, and we were like, what are we gonna use? What do we call it? And like it was Christmas time, so like Christmas tree was up and stuff, and we'd been putting lights up on his tree, and there was a box for Christmas lights and it said multi lights, and I was like, oh, multi-light production. And that's what this sounds like. It sounds like somebody just looked around. Car flag.
Flag.
Yeah.
Like production studio can be named whatever you want, and they're going with car flag and gradual upgrade. Like I'm not asking for super creativity, but like this is just almost inverse creativity.
I mean, I would like the image of the dog holding the film reel to look like they are of the same image at least.
Yeah. That would be great.
Could you not get a photo of a dog actually holding a film reel? Like
wasn't in the budget.
For a film reel toy? What?
Look, guys, that'll be next movie because it'll be a gradual upgrade. Okay.
True.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Nice. No, and listen, I feel like some people will think they're like, oh, you guys are just making fun of it because it's the Critical Drinker. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what the fuck we're doing. All right, we would not be doing all this if this was not Critical Drinkers movie.
Look,
whatsoever.
go if you want substantive analysis of the Critical Drinker from the three people you're hearing right now. You can go watch our video or /videos on it on Turf Nation's channel. It's all in one video. On my channel, it's in 3 videos, and it's pretty good substantive analysis there. Right here, we're just making fun of his movie, so
exactly.
we just earned that right.
and we know we're being pretentious about this because we are. And listen, if I'm being completely honest, like, good for him. If I was an author, I'd be so fucking excited for my own story to be like public, like made into a movie. I think that's probably really fucking cool. And you know what? Good for him. We're gonna make fun of it.
Look, just with that in mind, it's like good for him. Anybody that has ever wanted to make a movie or anything like that, this is a moment that like he's probably very fucking proud of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine, and I'm not saying he should be, but he probably is, and good for him. But like the sad thing is that no matter what, all of this stuff is made, whether it's his YouTube or this movie or whatever, it's all made with this in his mind somewhere. He's doing it against what he thinks other people are doing, which is bad. And it's
Yeah.
like, I don't think that's a very fucking, I don't know. I just find that kind of like a gross source of inspiration for creating. Like if he's never going to be able to have the satisfaction of having created something just because it's something that he was inspired to create, like from a more pure place, is how I would describe it. But it's like it's a spiteful thing to some degree, right? Like
it's like even if this specific thing from his side is not that spiteful thing, it's still like he's made that his image, So that's what it's going like. This movie's
can't
forever
divorce it from who what he's known for, right?
It's forever gonna be thought of that as that. The people who are gonna go watch this are mainly gonna be his fans who are going against the grain, right? They are doing it to destroy something else. Even if he is truly proud of this and this is like a passion project from his side, like I'm not saying it is, but even if it was, like he's just made his brand something else. It's not about film passion. It's about destroying something else, It's about owning the woke.
Not the woke, the message. It's a different thing.
True.
He almost never says woke.
That is actually true. And
Just
when he
says
does it, he always says it very awkwardly. He's like, woke.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, one of your CIA Shepherd teams infiltrated a maximum security prison. Their target was an operative, identified by the code name Maras.
Wait, is that a fucking woman? Is that a woman in this movie?
Yep.
Woke message. Why was this woman the target of being? I don't know. I'm trying to extrapolate into a stupid narrative.
Like I'm just watching this, and this just feels so goddamn generic at this point.
It really does.
I've seen this movie 50 fucking times before. Right?
Every single line and everything that happens is like I've seen this before.
All I want to know is the name of the man who led this mission.
I guess we're in for a long night. Because I don't know shit.
Oh shit, that was a cool line. No, it really wasn't.
Was
really
it
bad. Like that was.
Was it?
No, it wasn't. It was really bad.
Because I don't know shit.
I guess we're for a long night because I don't know shit. But I was doing my impression of what I imagine Critical Drinkers fans will do when they hear that.
Hastings' team was tasked with retrieving this man, Ivan Fedorov, an agency asset investigating a new radical separatist group in Estonia. We have just under 2 hours to figure out how to get inside that warehouse, find Fedorov, and get the fuck out in one piece.
Wait, maybe he's not Scottish. Maybe he's whatever other thing.
Huh.
But look, I just kind of expect, like, for some reason when I was trying to think, what does he look like, the actor playing him? He looks like somebody's shithead brother. That's what came to mind for some reason. Just like, I don't know why, but he doesn't look like
to us.
No, but he doesn't look like what I would expect Ryan Drake to look like. And I'm a big Ryan Drake head, So
of course, yeah.
Look around you, Frost.
This actor looks like actually kind of interesting, I'll be honest. Like this one guy kind of looks like he might be interesting to watch, but
just around you, Frost. Does this look like headquarters to you? This looks and sounds like a bullshit rush job.
I
mean, not a good actor, but
spies into my country. And as you can see, they have failed miserably. Ryan Drake.
This face he's making there makes me laugh.
I know.
Why do I feel like this guy just looks out of place in this movie?
He does. He does. He doesn't come off like the badass that I feel like he's supposed to me. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like he's definitely going for like a Jack Ryan thing. And like Jack Ryan as Harrison Ford was kind of like a later thing. Jack Ryan was initially kind of like more like a numbers guy who got involved in action shit.
It was John Krasinski.
Yeah, more John Krasinski's side. And maybe that's what he's going for here, but like it seems like he's missing the element where he's like the numbers guy.
Some stills that I got from the watching it earlier, some good stills here. What is he dipping? Does he have some dip in his mouth?
I think so.
All right.
Very distinct.
Better hope this isn't a trap. Because if those assholes don't kill you, I will.
The only people dying today are those fuckers. All of them.
I have no fucking clue what this movie's about.
That line is terrible though.
Yeah. I don't know.
The only people dying today are those fuckers. All of them.
All of them. Brr. Brr. See, I don't know if this is just because it's a trailer and I hate trailers, but like this just doesn't look very interesting. But listen, I just want to make it absolutely clear. I hope for the sake of the people who are in this that it does decently and that they have a good time with it, and I hope all the best to the people who've spent time and energy on this. It at least looks like a movie.
Yeah, making a movie, even if it's like a short or whatever, that is a lot of work.
It is absolutely,
and it's something those the performers and everything, everybody that works on it, that's going to be on their resumes, and that's good. Maybe they'll be able to go on to something more, good,
substantial. Maybe some of these will actors or filmmakers, camera crew, and all of the people back will become something big within the industry, and I hope that for them. That's the main thing we need to remember. Is like when we're laughing and like making fun of this trailer, it is because of the critical drinker and what he stands for and the kind of content he makes, and the effect he has on fandom in general, and also like pop culture.
Even divorced from that, which you can't. But I mean, just for a moment, let's pretend in the title. So like one of the jokes that me and Perp made when we originally covered all his books and stuff was talking about how it's really just like, and I think we said something similar in our videos about him, right? That the books are like a kind of just a knockoff Bourne / Mission Impossible / Bond or Tom Clancy, Jack Ryan stuff.
Yeah.
And in the title right here, you've got a word that's in one of the titles of a Mission Impossible movie. And then, of course, the Ryan Drake with the Ryan thing is immediately calls to mind Jack Ryan. I don't know how he could have not thought of that when he or maybe he did and he thinks that's cool. I don't know. Like if it was me and I was inspired by, clearly he's inspired to some degree by, Jack Ryan, Tom Clancy shit. Yeah. Like, why would you not name your character something that doesn't call that to mind? That's what you should name it something completely different, right? Not something that literally has the name, one of the names in. I don't know. That's just me. That's nitpicking, but cool colors scheme there on this title. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, that's not completely forgettable.
Hey, that's what our branding looks like, man.
Damn, yeah, but ours looks good. It's just different colors.
Literally matches our shit right now. That's why I'm kind of think I'm pleased by it being on screen. See, was there anything else? Maybe there's another line that gives some context. I don't know. No? When are we going to see it? How are we going to see it? None of that? No? Okay.
I don't know.
Well, there we go.
Do you think we're going to see Will Jordan in it? Like, just like in a small role, like a cameo? Do you think one of the characters is going to be watching a YouTube video at any point and it's critical trigger?
God.
I hope so.
That would be amazing. Honestly, I would think that was pretty cool if he did that.
Imagine he put that in the contract. He was like, "Yeah, sure, you can make my movie. Just I need to be involved. I need to be in it."
I mean, it would be cool if he did something like, I want to die in the movie, and then we'd have a drop of. Never mind. I don't want to take that any further.
Oh God.
Yeah, I just remember looking into this back when it was something that he was like fundraising for, and just I thought it was interesting how, and I'll bring it up again. He wasn't interested in directing it, just writing it. It's like,
well, he knows his limits.
as someone who's a film buff, like I would love to direct something. I know it's a lot of work, but Jesus, that'd be awesome. And just to say no, I just want to write it. It's weird.
I guess there are some people who just.
There's a character in this called Kroger. What the fuck?
Kroger.
Here, yeah, I'll share my screen here.
So this is definitely
IMDb page. I'm on.
Well, and I'm going to the Kickstarter page myself, so we'll be able to get all the info, all the deets on this motherfucker. Rogue Elements, Ryan Drake story. Okay. It is a short film, and it raised £303,000. That's not even Rippaverse money.
Steve Boyle will be playing Kroger.
Hell yeah. Can't wait to see my boy Kroger.
Who's going to play Walmart, though?
Walmart? Ryan Drake isn't even top of the cast list.
No, he's not.
That's crazy. But yeah. This movie looks silly, but good for the people making it. What do you think? It's kind of funny.
Yeah, so I'm reading Will Jordan wrote this write-up on Kickstarter about it. By the way, the estimated delivery for it was July 2023. So already late.
No, I mean, he obviously got put together. I'm not going to give him too much shit for that. No.
Yeah, no.
That's
fair enough. So apparently this came about because some guy in Canada emailed him saying he had an idea, and Will Jordan, responded. So it says, well, hello there. It's the Critical Drinker from YouTube, or as I'm sometimes known, Will Jordan, author of the Ryan Drake series. For years, I've been reviewing movies, some great and some called The Last Jedi.
Well, I mean, he knows what makes him money.
Yep.
He knows where his
he knows what to get the money rolling.
Ryan Drake is going to be a callback to early 90s action films. There'll be lots of gunplay, lots of ass play, hand-to-hand combat, and maybe a few stabbings here and there. So the producing it are Carson Manning and Max White. I wonder what we can find out about them later on. Actually, they have IMDb pages, apparently. These guys, if you like action movies, chances are these guys were in them or even designed the fights. Okay. So it might have actually decent fights if that's true. Who knows? So then it's got a image with some of the, I guess these are movies that they've done fights in. If so, cool.
All right. So Carson Manning's worked on Days of Future Past, Suicide Squad, the 2016 one, Pixels, the remake of RoboCop.
Jupiter's
Apparently
Legacy.
He's done some work on Strange New Worlds.
I mean, yeah, he's done a pretty broad range of stuff. That's pretty impressive, actually.
Yeah.
The
Boys.
I guess this is 300 Kingsmen. Or no, sorry, the King's Man. It's important to distinguish. Handmaid's Tale. All the badass fights in Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
Oh, The Expanse. Love that show. Those are ones that they've both worked on, apparently. Well, all right, but it is a short film. What's that?
What was the name of the other guy?
Oh, Max White.
Oh, second director. Okay.
That's Max White. That sounds like the cartoonish name for a fucking white supremacist villain or something like that. Max White.
His credits include The Boys, The King's Man, Jupiter's Legacy,
Yeah.
Dark Phoenix, Shazam, Kingsman 2. He's on Suicide Squad and X-Men Days of Future Past as well, so that's probably where he met the other guy.
Jigsaw. I mean, the range of stuff like is pretty wild.
Yeah.
Actually. So I guess these are kind of like go-to guys, and that's cool. Good for him. That probably does make it seem like, because I will say this, even though the fights didn't really, there wasn't enough shown to really impress me. It also didn't look terrible.
Yeah.
What you could see. So maybe those. I mean, is it just me though, or is like 5,000 or so backers? Whoopsie, 5,000 backers, and like $300,000 is. I guess I would have expected more from his platform size.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would at least expect ISOM numbers, but
of course
maybe
he didn't
doesn't have a Blaze. Maybe.
And he doesn't have a Blaze. He doesn't. As far as I can tell, he didn't promote it the shameless way that Eric did, where he'd like do a video, but like really the video wasn't the thing that the video title was about was really only a couple of minutes, but on the beginning and the end of that video was several minutes of him talking about Rippaverse coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he wasn't like directly linking his movie to. Actually, I don't know that he probably has somewhere, but I haven't seen where Drinker had like been like, this movie's gonna be what everything that woke Hollywood's not doing or whatever. Like he hasn't really been talking it up in that way, in the same way. So yeah, I mean, realistically, it probably is just like a bit of a passion project for him. Good for him. Good for him. He deserves nothing but more success, just more. He deserves it. He's earned every bit of it. Every bit of success he has, he's fucking earned it. His talent demands it. No.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have a question to all the Critical Drinker fans who will probably be in this video talking about how he's written all these books. Have any of you actually read his books?
Oh.
just wondering. I have yet to see one on sale unless I go into Amazon.
And also, do you know how many have been sold?
Yeah, that's
it's hard to find that info. And also, do you know how easy it is to like get books published? I mean, I think
it's actually super easy.
I think he does actually have a publisher, so that's kind of like a mark in his favor.
Okay, so actually having a publisher is tough, but like having like just self-publishing is super easy nowadays.
But yeah, yeah. I mean, look, think about this: if the Ryan Drake series was just like this super successful thing, wouldn't there be more opportunities offered to adaptation than just, I mean, look, these couple of guys that have clearly worked on some good shit and some not great shit, but a lot of shit, some legit movies and shows they've worked on. They're producing it and like that. But you would think that if it was just like, I think that kind of shows the level of success that the books are probably at, right? Does that make sense? Like if it was like just a super hot book series or whatever, then he might be getting calls from, I don't know, Tim Miller or Chad Stahelski or whatever.
I see what you're saying.
But yeah, the material's not there. Anyway,
and maybe this movie will come out and be great.